again, John. Is now police almost cut this car off twice. This is near the Opelika Airport area. Almost stopped and cut off a couple of times by law enforcement, but yet evades again. So this chase continues. Thankfully it was going at slow rate of speed, but now going on a lawn, weaving in and out of traffic, it looks like. Law enforcement closing really close here as this continues. Doing anything. I mean, this is just freewheel driving. We hope no one gets hurt as an innocent. Again, we're in a neighborhood area here, just weaving in and out, being followed very close. Mike Brooks, ready to go here? As we've got quite a scene here.
It really was. You saw him cut across the lawn there. They almost cut him off. But, these things they're so dangerous to law enforcement, Mike. Just had an officer in Prince George's County, Maryland, killed during a chase just earlier this week. And, it puts officers' lives in danger. And look at the speed he's going through this neighborhood, Mike. I'd say he's going at least 50, 55 days, slows down. And then you see law enforcement, though, right on him, right on his tail. And again, as usually what they also like to do, just in case there's a bailout, is to try to get a canine unit in that stack of cars right behind the car who they're chasing, just in case it happens. You see him going through a school area right now. So again, very, very dangerous. Hopefully they're able to put this out over the radio in that area to tell people to stay away from that particular area. But it looks like he's getting ready to go underneath some interstate, and hopefully he won't get onto that interstate. But
doing whatever they can here to trying to evade the authorities. Pretty dangerous stuff here. We thought this was over, Mike. You might have been in transit to come over here and talk to us about it. This car was hemmed in, banged into I think it was a large truck, backed up, went the wrong way. Looked like for a mile or two before finally got on some side streets, and now just some wild driving here, and thankfully at least no one has been hurt, at least at this point.
With damage to that right front, but trying to turn around, that may be, he might not be able to get at, he or she, whoever's driving a car, might not be able to get. You got a cruiser right there, officers getting out. Now he's going to get out and try to bail. He's heading towards the interstate, Mike. That's over the fence. The interstate is right above him.
Okay, and this person has just jumped out of its own, his or she, I believe it's a he, jumped out of the car, trying to make a break for it now through some trees. We believe that law enforcement now has pretty much trapped this person.
Yeah, it looks like they're on him. Looks like there is that fence, though, Mike. Then they're not going to jump over that fence until they can see his hands to make sure that that he doesn't have a gun, clearing the back of that vehicle to make sure there's not anybody else inside that vehicle that could be of danger to law enforcement. Pulling somebody else out of that vehicle, Mike.
Looks like they had him surrounded, right? Okay.
Yeah, looks like there was a passenger in the rear passenger compartment. They pulled that person out. Now, where is the perp? Where is that perp?
Okay, now it looks like two passengers, guys?
Yeah, two passengers.
Okay, so one of the two passengers has been trapped, and they've been apprehended by law enforcement. Looks like the driver could still be hiding around these trees. Yeah, is that what you're seeing, Mike?
Looks like that officer's going across that. One of that officer who's in that car behind him going across that fence. If I had a K9 unit, I'd bring that K9 unit out there. But looks like they might. Looks pretty thick underbrush right there off that interstate, Mike. We saw it looked like he had on a light-colored top. Another officer going over there. Looks like they got him. Looks like they got him right there.
How aggressive do you want to be in a case like this to put an end to this?
You got to be careful because you don't know if that person is armed. You want to make sure that they see their hands, but it looks like they're pulling them out into an area where they can get a good look at them. And it looks like they have gotten the driver, though. The driver didn't go very far. But the bottom line is you want to make sure that driver does not have any kind of weapon. And it's always, let me see your hands, let me see your hands, let me see your hands. And if he's not showing his hands, you have to proceed with the utmost of caution because you always assume that someone who's running from the police is armed and dangerous.